Greg Gannon of the Baltimore Gannons, painter of signs and murals, starting another dashcam vlog. I appear in that little mirror there. I broke 2 mirrors on job sites. I have a better mirror. It's in my cart on Amazon. I'm gonna buy the better mirror. But I'm on my way to meet with a new client that I'm very excited about. I don't know if I have permission to talk about it yet. It's the Irish American Museum. In case you hadn't noticed, I use my real name for this YouTube channel, and I'm Irish. I'm an Irish American. Also, you know what? I didn't run it past the lady who's the representative for the Irish Museum yet, but I kind of have a plan in my head for how to do some social media hits or something, you know, to give sort of a lot of stereotypically Irish answers to questions she might ask. I kind of want to work into the conversation these few phrases. 1, fiddle-dee-dee potato. That's a little stage trick phrase that American actors use to get themselves into the character that has an Irish accent. Fiddle-dee-dee potato. It reminds you you gotta say it that way. It reminds you to sing things that way in an Irish brogue. 2, I think this might be the best one. Oh, do you now? Which is like, that's what, I don't know. Maybe this is an 80s television thing. Like the idea that, similar to, 80s TV tropes, TV and movies, oh, do you now was something that Irish people were supposed to say to you before they punched you in the eye. I should add this to the list. Right. Just the word right. I've been to the old sod, and I found that almost all Irish men began every statement with the word right. Just a way of gathering their thoughts. I do it too. I have my own version of this. I have to when I'm editing these videos, I have to remind myself to stop saying all right. I start off every thought almost when I'm behind the wheel here doing these vlogs. I start off with all right. All right, up here on the left, we're going to go by a sign that I've done a bunch of videos about. It's actually fading a lot faster than I thought it would. Southern Sign Supply. It's got a couple of tags on it, and those old paints are actually fading. They've been under stucco for decades.
Turn right onto Lemon Street. Then the destination is on your left.
All right, we're here. There's a bunch of street art to see on Lemon Street. Not a bunch. There's some. Can I see the one in the backyard?
Yeah, you want to get back?
Yeah.
I'll show you the house too. Yeah, it's really cool.
Awesome. Alright, so this is super exciting. I get to see the inside of the shrine. The part that they used to call the shrine. There's a big name in it. Wow, it's even smaller than I thought. Oh, and it has like a bit of rough concrete, like the stairs. So obviously, the stairs were there.
Yeah. Yes, they kept these walls in the ruined condition when they founded the museum to show the layers of history for it. And then next door, they have painted the light blue there, because they had somebody look at the layers of paint and said that's what color it was when the family lived there. So it's that color next door. You can kind of see it. Like to tell them, can you imagine having 7 kids live in the house? Like how little it is.
Like a clubhouse.
Yes.
They had a version of this printed and on the floor at the Pratt Library.
They also have it at the Maryland Center for History and Culture. They have the entire city blown up.
Yes. Collins Market up around the corner.
Yeah.
And now it used to go all the way down the street. And now it's just, it's the building, but then it's like more building on it too. And the Irish would work. They would work at the B&O or the jobs all day. And then they'd go and help dig the foundation and build the church.
So when we bought the buildings, the whole wall of 18 had fallen off of it. And so rather than try and put it back to this appearance, our architect actually made the suggestion that we do a glass wall. So if you stand far enough back on the path, you can actually look into all 3 levels of the house.
This is the ship that James came on, the Margaret Hug. I think it's amazing we ever heard of the ship James came on. This is the old immigration station for Baltimore, Lazaretto Point. When they got past the quarantine station, they would come in and they would be let off either at the harbor or at Locust Point. And then the agents from the railroad would meet them there and say, we need a crew over here, we need a crew over here. So they would get the people right off the ships and put them to work.
And you have an outhouse.
Yes, because there's no running water in our houses. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
that's actually imported from West Virginia. It is an honest outhouse.
Yeah. This exhibit we're working on expanding, and we're going to move it. Right now we're painting in 916 lemon. Like, look at this crew. You can tell he's like the manager because he has the nice suit. And look, the guys are just so rough looking, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
you can tell it was like a hard, dirty job. And then these are the boilers. What James worked on was in the boiler shop, so he'd work on the boilers. And his sons.
James, the guy in the mural.
Yeah, they live next door. Yeah.
I just have a picture of him.
He and 3 of his sons worked for the B&O. But then they also worked in factories, or they could be nuns or teachers, nurses.
And we've got some hand tools here.
So that
Yes.
the bar toolbox is actually a woodworker's toolbox that was donated by a friend of the museum. His great-great-grandfather was a woodworker.
I've actually been looking for something like this on Facebook Marketplace
Really?
to
Oh,
put my
wow.
camera in. Like I imagine clipping my microphone here and then mounting the camera right there.
So
And you could just close it and open it and then have a couple of selfie sticks and stuff like that. Imagine what those old Irish workers would think of something
one
like
of my
that.
friends has a lunchbox just like
Sometimes, I don't know why people like to say that no Irish need to apply never existed, but it's really easy to find old ads in the newspaper if you just search the old papers. And so this one's from the Baltimore Sun in 1851. And you can see how it says they're looking for a white woman to do the cooking, the washing, and ironing for a small family. Good recommendations will be required, American or German, to one that will suit. Liberal wages and a permanent home will be given, and then no Irish need apply.
And there's a third floor.
yes. The lights are on up there.
Yep, this is our pub.
Welcome to the pub.
So every corner in the neighborhood was the pub. So the guys could pack their lunch, like in the lunch pail we saw downstairs, and come over to the pub, and they'd all have their favorite spot, have lunch and have a drink, and then go back to work.
This was also their post office. It's where they found a job, where they found a house when they first got off the boat. This would have been on the first floor, and then you would have
Yeah.
either raised your family above the pub, or you would have had boarding houses above the pub.
I like to take pictures of the bottles.
Yes, you do.
Talk about the ancient Irish wake traditions, as well as the Victorian time wake traditions. And
So when you come in, it's actually set up as an 1875 lake.
Yeah.
So
Feely's house.
Whose house?
The Feelys.
Feelys.
Yeah, that was James and Sarah Feeley. Move around a lot, like, you know, like you do. You finish one painting job and you go somewhere else and paint something else.
Yeah.
And save the neighborhood.
And this is what all of the stairs would have looked like back
Yeah.
then too, right?
Yeah.
Boxed in.
Yes.
My like third house in Waverly,
Yeah.
in Better Waverly, was actually really old. It had an Irish fireplace.
Oh, cool.
Like I had a fireplace guy come over and tell me
Yeah.
like what I should do with it.
Yeah.
He's like, "What you got here is an Irish fireplace because it was shallow and tall. Like if you were to make a fire in it the way that it was, a lot of smoke would have come in."
That's what we figured.
'Cause of the geometry.
These are so narrow.
Can I go upstairs?
Yeah, we go upstairs. If you walk on like the outside of the stairs, it's easy.
Man, it is just amazing. There's all these people in here. It's just amazing.
This is James,
Yeah.
and they were old merchant ships that they made into service. They would be taking wood and sugar, things like that, from America back to Europe.
Oh, and this is the redhead that's in the mural,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. So this is we have set up like the parents' bedroom. So that would be Sarah and James. They had a wash down the street where the play yard is. There was a pump for the water. So we have baby Cornelius here in the cradle.
I like what you see is her front leg. The one that's trailing behind her, you can't see because the girl's dress.
Well, I don't know. It's weird. She doesn't have legs.
She's a little leg.
So then here we have set up the children's bedroom on this side and the boarders' room on the other side. So in the family, well, John was older. He was one son, but the sisters. So the boys could all pile. We don't know for sure if they ever had boarders here, but they could have. So Sarah's brother lived on Arlington Street. There's the Toy Row House. At that time, I think they had like 5 or 6 themselves at that time.
So there's 3 trivia questions for the kitchen. What's the luxury item on the table? Is one.
Tea.
Nope.
Is there sugar in that?
There is not sugar, that's salt.
Yeah. What's the luxury item?
The lemon. It would have been had to ship from Florida, so it was a higher cost. Tea actually got the Irish in trouble because they had more access to it in America, so they used to drink way too much of it. It would make them sick and they wouldn't be able to work. And then the other 2 trivia questions are, what is this?
Does it go over a candle and then heat something?
Sort of. It goes over a coal, and it heats the whole thing. It's a toaster.
Oh, and you put the bread,
They
stand it up right on you.
Right, and then they can flip it over and toast the other side, and the heat can go up.
And the last trivia question is, what is this?
Well, you use stuff like this for wood carving.
You do, but that's not what that is. It has a grenade named after it.
Oh, it's a potato masher.
You are the first one that has gotten it off of that clue. And
Yeah.
that's literally the best clue that I can give for that one.
All right, the meeting went really well. I think I've got it. I mean, it's pretty much, I've got it. Yeah, there's some new SNL tags up there, SNC. I think that paneling's falling down. Could that have been a Natty Bow sign? I gotta compare that to my other one. Maybe there's a Natty Bow sign underneath of that. I don't know. This block right here really is handsome. You know, people see postcards of this one and they're like, wow, Baltimore is really cute. Baltimore is really stately. I guess people like Quakers would have built this block. You know, they built homes with less adornment, but these are big. They would have been merchants.